to these guys who are struggling to make their wet weather tyres work.
And look at this, Alvaro Parente giving Bruno Senna a torrid time here at Spa this afternoon. Once again, the Portuguese driver closing right up on the Brazilian. And round they go at the corner with no name before Pujon dropping down into the valley once again. Bruno Senna could almost feel the breath of Parente on the back of his visor. Great sight as they drop down the hill now and turn left-handed. Senna from Parente, and then Grosjean just becoming a little bit more detached. Will Parente under braking, fancy little go here, pulls over to the right-hand side. Bruno Senna just chumps it off and maintains his lead, but lap after lap, he is struggling here, Bruno Senna, this afternoon, in these conditions that are drying all the time. Michael Hurk into the pits, David Valsecchi into the pits as well, and Andy Zuber back out into the race once more as the climb up towards Blanchimont for Bruno Senna and also for Alvaro Parente brings with it a damper track and some water on those drying out wet weather tyres.
Well, the conditions are going to change. They're changing, but they're going to continue to change. It doesn't look as though it's going to rain again. So you've got to play the long game. Be resilient under pressure, not make a mistake, not lose a place, and certainly don't put the car off the road if you can avoid it. But just hang on in there as Parente does exactly what Bruno Senna did a lap earlier. Senna's in the pits though. They've obviously decided they want to take the gamble and go to dry weather tyres. So too does the championship contender Giorgio Pantano.
Yeah, just stalking in there, isn't he? Knew exactly what Bruno Senna was doing, so yeah, let's dive in there as well. So Romain Grosjean and Vitaly Petrov, Bruno Senna, Giorgio Pantano, also Buemi and Valerio are into the pits, and there's a full set of dry tyres going on.
Meanwhile, Andy Zuber, who changed to dry weather tyres a lap ago, has just set the fastest middle sector of the lap so far, as Senna just gets released and has to just tuck in behind that Durango car. No contact made. He manages to stay in front of Pantano, but two championship contenders nose to tail now on dry weather tyres on a very tricky racetrack.
Yeah, well, the pit crew did their job then. They got Bruno Senna out very, very quickly. Pantano will rejoin this race behind his teammate Javier Villa. For Bruno Senna, the advantage of getting him out before Pantano was also doubled because he got out ahead of Javier Villa as well, so Villa won't be able to hold him up. But as Valerio was coming down the pit lane, Bruno Senna pulled out almost into his path and almost taking out one of the DPR mechanics waiting for his tyre change at the same time.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah. These pit stops, you've got to love them sometimes. It's not just Formula 1 where the drama happens in the pits. I tell you, Parente leads from Grosjean and Petrov, but this is going to be a really interesting battle now. Bruno Senna and Giorgio Pantano with Javier Villa in between. Let's just see what happened as Senna came out. There was the Durango coming past, and yeah, saw the mechanic just getting off his knees, and why not?
The problem there is way very slowly with a lot of wheel spin. I think normally, in normal situation, you'd expect to get out of your pit stop much quicker in the dry and, well, obviously, a bit of stress in the pit lane.
That's go.